What's up guys, I'm DeatHInfernoXxGaming and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make the only repeaters build that you actually need in every single battle that you have. So this build right here is the one that I use whenever I think like I want to have a chill battle, but I still want to kill the behemoths real fast. So let's just try this build out on this Unloaded Thrust right here, dash right in, and Empower Reload, activate the Captain's Grip, and Shot to the face. There we go. Invincibility Orb. I guess we're getting lucky this time. And evade through this one. Oh come on, Unloaded Thrust carefully. Evade through this one again, okay, dash to the face, and kaboom. Should be pretty easy to evade this one. Okay, dash to the face, special, and kaboom. Oops. Okay, that's quite a cool jump. Evade through this one, dash to the face, and kaboom. That's half HP. It's level 16 and level 10 is actually over leveled, but I still deal this amount of damage easily. Evade through this one, Tempest to the back, shock, and evade through this one again. It should spawn right around here, maybe not. Alright, let's dash to the face and shoot the lightning back to the face. Boom! There we go. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, so let's just try to evade the attack again. Come on. Another one please. There we go. Alright, let's dash in. Hello, I'm stuck. Alright. Shock. There we go. It's a 4th HP left. And I guess it's gonna die soon. So let's just spam our bullets on this guy. Alright, let's keep hitting. Should be dead right around alright, there we go. Alright, so this is an over-leveled shock behemoth. I'm using a shock weapon and a shock lantern and everything is shock, but I still can kill this one very fast. I know you're kind of curious about the build, so let's just check out the build real quick. So here's the build guys, and as you can see there is no catalyst in this build because you don't actually need one. The source of damage from this build is from the lantern itself, but before we go through the part summary or the build, I'm going to explain the playstyle to you. So let's say you evade through an attack in a battle. 5 things are going to happen right here. The first is the A3 evasion, which reduces your lantern cooldown by 35%. The fleet-footed, which increases your movement speed by 35%. This is actually really good because the Tempest damage scales from movement speed. Increases your movement speed might increase the Tempest damage by a lot. Increase the Tempest, which activates as well, giving you 1 stack. And from the weapon itself, there is this Extraction Catalyst, which reduces your burst ability by 2 seconds. And there's this Storm Shooters, which empower reload when you dodge through an attack. No matter how far the behemoth is, if you dodge through an attack, you're going to empower reload. This one is actually very OP for me. And that's what happens. And then let's say after you dodge through an attack, you activate your Tempest, which in turn it activates the Omnicell as well, reducing your lantern cooldown by 40%. As you can see, the cooldown reduction from this perk right here on the lantern is actually very insane. 35%, and then there's this 40%. And not mentioning there is A3 attunement right here, which actually increases the recharge rate of your lantern by 50%, which can be roughly translated into reducing your lantern cooldown by 50%. Okay, as you can see, there are 3 lantern recharge rate reduction from this perk right here, and believe it or not, this Dross lantern right here can actually deal 8k to 10k damage in a single cast. So let's say in a battle you activate your lantern, you're going to activate Cascade, which in turn generates 4 orbs, healing, stamina, power, and chance of invincibility, which is very good. And as well as this 0 right here, which has the effect of increasing lantern ability effectiveness. So as you can see, this Dross right here has 400 shot damage. So 0 means increasing the damage by 65%. It's actually really good. You can deal 8k to 10k damage in like every 4 to 6 seconds, and it's actually really good. But this is in the case of evading through attacks, because sometimes the damage is actually pretty high that it can stumble behemoths from part breaks and etc. Or maybe the behemoth is running away. Yeah, those things can actually mess up with the perk right here. But yeah, this build is really good. What other weapon can actually deal 8k to 10k damage in 4 to 5 seconds? That's actually really insane right here. And that's the perk summary. And let's go through the build right here. As I have said earlier, we are going to have 3 variations of this build, which I'm going to show you after this one. This is the Ripstalker with Zeal, the Thunderdeep Dross with Cascade, the Phalanx with A3 Evasion, and there is this Dross with Omnicell. And here is the Dross Eye with Cascade. You can always switch the lantern to anything else you want as long as it is dealing damage, which means you should not bring the Recluse Lantern or the Strike Zeal. Anything else is fine, but I actually recommend using Dross Eye because it deals more damage than the other lanterns. And here's the weapon. I thought I have shown it to you earlier, but I'm going to explain it again. The Zeal, fleet-footed, full ball chamber, captain's grip, and the mod and the bot. And as for the Omnicell, you cannot actually switch it to anything else, because the Tempest has the lowest cooldown out of all the Omnicells provided in the game. The Tempest has 4 seconds cooldown, provided that you evade through an attack. And that's actually really good because you're going to evade attacks a lot. This build is made to evade attacks. If you evade attack, you're going to have 5 effects activated, including the Tempest, and yep, that's really good. You can actually switch it to Revenant, but Revenant has 10 seconds cooldown, so yep, I guess it's not really good. Tempest is the best for this one. So I'm going to show you the other 3 variations of this build right here. Okay. As you can see, I got it ready. On the right side, there are 2 others, so let's say you don't really want to rely on your Tempest Omnicell or your Lantern. You want to rely on your basic attack as well as your full ball chamber. Here is the build. There are 3 things that is changed in this build right here. The first is on the weapon. Fleet-footed right here is going to be changed into Omnisurge. That's the first thing. The second is the body armor will be changed from Thunderdeep Drusk into Koshai with Aether Evasion. And the legs from Drusk will be changed into Koshai as well with Aether Evasion. Okay, so this will give you the same effect from the Lantern utility cell, but it will give you Predator instead of fleet-footed. Okay, which means you can actually deal damage from your basic attack and your full ball chamber. Predator will not directly affect your Lantern damage. Okay, even though you bring Predator, the damage will still be 8k to 10k. I have tried this out in the training grounds, so yeah, it's proved. So I'm just going to show you the equipments again. The Riftstalker with Zeal, Koshai with Aether Evasion, Phalanx with Cascade, and the Koshai again with Aether Evasion, the Dross Lantern with Cascade, and here's the weapon, Zeal and Omnisurge, and everything else is the same. Okay, so this build is for the build if you want to deal damage with your basic attack and your special. And then let's say you actually want survivability in this build. Here is the build. The only thing you need to change right here is the body armor into Agarus and then fit in the Aether Evasion. That's all. Everything else stays the same. Okay? With this Agarus armor in, you're going to get Parasitic, which reduces your damage taken by 20% and give you 5% lifesteal while you are under the effect of the Parasitic. This will in turn reduce the Predator into +3, but I guess that's fine. So this is the build that I actually use in most of my battles, including the Dauntless Trials or the Hero Escalation, doing it solo. Yep. This build is actually really good because it has survivability, it has the damage from your basic attack, and it has very high Lantern recharge rate, and it deals very high damage from the Lanterns. Alright, so let's continue our battle to... let's see what we're going to fight now. I think we're going to fight that Koshai as well, because Koshai... Alright, so there is this over level, that Frost Boris right here, and I'm going to show you how this build can actually work very well in behemoths like Boreas, like this one. I'm sure that most of you, even me, might feel like it's really hard to fight a Boreas over leveled, a Dread Frost version, but with this Mage build right here, I'm actually pretty confident fighting this one. So as usual, we are going to do the Lantern and everything else, and it's already on a 4th of HP, pretty easy. And it's going to get enraged, it's going to summon minions, and it's going to dash out of the battle. So it's going to dash out, I'm going to teleport to him, so yeah. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, that was close. Alright, let's dash in. Ow, what did I get hit from? Did those explosions actually hit me that far? Alright, let's just keep shocking it. As you can see, I'll deal 200 damage per shock, and it's actually really good. And yep, as you can see, the armor is broken, just like that. You don't even need the to kill the little shenanigans right here to get the buff to break the armor. You only need to catch your Lantern, and the explosion from Cascade helps a lot too. So this build out. Alright, I failed to evade this one. So this build is really a very good one for the Dread Frost Boris or maybe Skarn, because the damage actually pierces through the armor. So it's only a 4th HP left. Don't forget it's an over level Dread Frost Boris, level 17, and it's still pretty easy. Alright, so it's gonna die soon, I guess. So the next shock might be the end of this build. Yep, there we go. It's actually pretty easy. It's over leveled, but it's so easy that I'm actually feeling sleepy right here. God. Alright, no, I'm just flexing. Alright, as you can see, this build really works very well with the Frost Boris or maybe Skarn. So let's just continue our final battle to this Koshai right here. So this Koshai is actually the behemoths that mess up a lot this build right here. Why? Because it keeps running away like crazy. So I'm going to show you how to deal with this one. It is shocked and it's half, I mean it's a 4 HP cut down. And let's activate our special. Kaboom. And I guess it's going to dash around in like after this animation. Yep, there we go. So we evade through this one. So when it comes to this one, everything that you can do is actually evade through the attack and stack up your tempest or reducing your lantern cooldown from the evasion. So when he does this, simply evade through the attack. Evade, there we go. Activate your lantern. Evade through that one again. Activate your special, and then I want to dash him with the tempest. There we go. Pretty easy. Lantern again. And it's half HP. Pretty easy, huh? Tempest again, come on. Kaboom. And our lantern is almost ready. Tempest, maybe not. It's the cooldown is almost done. Alright, evade through that one. I guess it's going to teleport right here. Never mind. Alright, so we're gonna dash in with the Tempest. Kaboom. I missed. I don't think I do. I don't know. Oh, it's not empowered. Okay. Let's Tempest again to reduce the cooldown. Another Tempest. Oh, I missed that one. Alright, shock. It's gonna die soon, I guess, from this basic attack. Yep, there we go. As you can see, this build is actually really good. It kills over level behemoths real fast, and for this Koshai right here, I've shown you how to deal with behemoths that moves around real fast like crazy, that you don't actually have the chance to evade at all. But still, this build works very well with this kind of behemoths. So all you need to do is evade, activate your lantern, activate your tempest and everything else, and use your attack whenever possible. So that's all for the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free and you can always subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.